Former ILLIT member Youngseo's departure remains shrouded in mystery, unlike other idols who have left their groups. But after the controversy surrounding ILLIT erupted, many people started to come to their own conclusions about Youngseo leaving the group. Even before she participated in RU Next, it seemed like Youngseo had a bright future as an idol. She used to be a trainee under SM Entertainment, and when she went to HYBE, she trained under both Source Music and Adore. It's reported that Youngseo even trained with NewJeans for about a year and even shared the same dorm as they prepared for their debut. Before taking part in RU Next, Youngseo had already trained for about 5 years, so it was no surprise that she joined the survival show as HYBE planned to debut her in their next girl group. Throughout the competition, she consistently ranked as the top member, securing either the first or second highest score on her team. She seemed widely liked by everyone who was watching. She was a part of the Big Six, while also appealing to fans of younger contestants like Iroha, Wonhee, and Himina. Throughout the show, she had earned constant love and praise from both producers and judges, as she was very charismatic as a performer, a great dancer, and overall artist, and she just had a way of commanding the stage. Not to mention that she was supposed to be the center of the group, so everyone was happy to see her rank in second place in the finale of the competition. The 3 months before her departure, everything seemed fine. The girls were gearing up for their debut, and they seemed excited to finally perform together as a group. Then, Youngseo just disappeared. She was the most active member on Weverse and Twitter, frequently interacting with her fans and celebrating each fan letter, and this suddenly stopped on December 4th. Additionally, her Polaroid was missing from the dorm mirror, and she was noticeably absent when the girls were seen taking their teaser photos in Taiwan. This is when people started getting suspicious that something was going on and that the company was leaving them in the dark about it. Fans even began trending hashtags like "Where is Youngseo" and "BLIFT Lab Explain," demanding answers from the company. Most assumed that this was just an Ahyeon situation and that she wouldn't debut with the girls due to whatever issue, but that she would join them later on. Whatever had happened, fans just wanted BLIFT to give updates on what was happening. It was bad enough that they were debuting 5 months after the show ended, but the fact that their most popular member was missing from the debut content was concerning. They did eventually get an answer from the company, but it wasn't what they had hoped for. Only 2 months before the group debuted, on January 4th, just as fans were hoping to finally see the 6 of them hit the stage, the company came out with an announcement saying that Youngseo had left the group and that ILLIT would be debuting with only 5 members. BLIFT Lab said that this had been a mutual decision as they had had a discussion with her and decided to end her exclusive contract. The whole thing was pretty devastating, especially for fans who had closely followed her journey, shared in her excitement about debuting, and watched her bond with the other girls. More than sad though, her departure was pretty shocking. For all that fans knew, there was no reason for her to leave as she was very excited to debut. Not to mention all the hard work she had put into becoming an idol and all the effort that had gone throughout the entire run of RU Next. Nobody trains for 5 years, moves from company to company, and then participates in a 3-month survival show just to give everything up right before the debut. BLIFT didn't give a reason why she left though, and even urged others not to speculate on it, but it was hard not to. The first thing people thought of was health problems, since she wouldn't be the first nor the last idol to leave their group because of poor health. Before their official debut, some people, despite undergoing training for several years, come to the realization that the idol lifestyle is draining, particularly mentally, leading them to leave before even debuting. This would also explain why the debut was delayed in the first place, as Youngseo might have not felt ready to be an idol yet. Eventually, she might have realized she couldn't go through with it and asked the company to end her contract. However, that seemed unlikely because usually companies disclose when there are health issues involved. They don't go into detail about the issues, but they do provide an explanation, so that probably wasn't what was happening. Given her popularity on the show, the company might have followed a strategy similar to YG Entertainment, allowing her time to recover and potentially join the other members later. So, this speculation was quickly written off. Some speculated that BLIFT discovered something suspicious from her past, perhaps allegations of mistreatment during her school years. Not wanting to repeat the Garam incident, HYBE may have decided to end her contract, framing it as a mutual decision. There was also speculation that her parents withdrew her at the last moment, as they had allegedly decided to prioritize her education over pursuing an idol career. In addition to that, it was rumored that she didn't like the group's debut, so she opted out, but that's also very unlikely, especially if she trained with NewJeans. She showed just how versatile she could be during the show, so a concept like ILLIT's wouldn't be a problem with her. Then the whole Adore versus HYBE feud happened, and it sparked a wave of new theories. You might wonder, what does their feud have to do with Youngseo, especially since she had left the group before the whole thing even started? Well, one theory that came out was that HYBE removed Youngseo so they could have a 5-member group like NewJeans. Min Heejin claimed that when BLIFT Lab debuted ILLIT, they copied NewJeans' hair, makeup, clothing, choreography, and media appearances. this. It came to a point that ILLIT were even mistaken for the NewJeans members, so would it be too far-fetched to think that they wanted to copy NewJeans by having a 5-member group as well? However, looking at everything, this theory wouldn't make sense. Can we assume that ILLIT Lab would change the original lineup of the group to match NewJeans? Well, with what Hybe and Adore have been revealing for the past month, it wouldn't be the most shocking thing to think about. However, if they were to remove a member for this reason, it wouldn't be the one who ranked second on the show, especially considering that the group supposedly was built around her. Youngseo would be an obvious stan attractor, and it wouldn't make sense for the company to let her go that easily. What's shocking is that the most popular speculation is that she actually left because of Rice's Sunghan. We know this doesn't make sense, so let us explain why people think so. As you may know, in August of last year, Sunghan was the target of an anonymous netizen who was leaking a lot of things from his personal life, from his past relationships, private photos, and videos to his very own secret Instagram account. Among these leaks was a screenshot from one of Sunghan's Instagram stories, reportedly featuring a video message from Youngseo that she had sent him after the finale of Are You Next? Given that Youngseo was once a trainee under SM and both she and Sunghan trained at Source Music at some point, it's possible that they got close and stayed in touch even after they were under different companies. It was even said that they were dating. An unreliable online source claimed that after Sunghan's ex-girlfriend, the one he took pictures with at that motel, Youngseo was the next girl he dated. According to these rumors, Boy Next Door's Taeson's alleged girlfriend supposedly introduced Youngseo to Sunghan. After that, it was rumored that the two had started dating. ILLIT Lab allegedly found out about their past relationship and, afraid that more photos or videos might come out, decided to let her go to minimize damage. These speculations had no basis, but it's thought that this is the reason that Youngseo left in the first place. She became inactive on social media after the scandal popped up, and then she left the group altogether. ILLIT Lab might have thought that a pre-debut dating scandal, especially with another idol, was too much to deal with, so they might have made the decision to leave her out of the final lineup. Another crazy thing is that it was also alleged that Min Heejin leaked the rumors about Youngseo and Sunghan. As you might know, one of the first things that Min was accused of was leaking information about trainees and idols under Hybe, and since ILLIT and Rise were directly mentioned by her, people thought that she might have leaked that information to destroy both groups. While ILLIT didn't take much damage, mostly because they hadn't debuted yet at the time of the scandal, Sunghan went on hiatus at the end of November and has yet to come back. Of course, there's absolutely no proof that Min Heejin leaked any information, so these accusations might be far-fetched, but we're only presenting the theories that people have. While people have no idea why she really left, they also don't know where she is today. It's been nearly 6 months since she left the group, and nobody has heard from her since. If she really left on her own and decided that being an idol isn't her priority, then we will probably not hear from her in a while. If she decides to come back to the industry, then she can probably have a career in any company she wants. After all, she was accepted into both Hybe and SM Entertainment. Of course, she should do whatever makes her happy, but we hope that we get to see her on stage again.